Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another session of Phoenix Wright Travels and Tribulations with Chaos Counseling. I got on a liquid run. Everything's great.
For those wondering, the scarves are still in place.
Yep. Yes, that's very important. They're so important. Mm-hmm. I'm going to laugh so hard when you hit the mic with those.
January 7th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4.
Perfect.
This is amazing. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. Hello, everybody. I'm back.
Hello, Tip.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Bitter.
After yesterday's coffee, this is a mood. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
Ah!
What's wrong?
Nothing! It's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, you was talking to me! It was a little, well, intimidating.
No, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix.
I see. So our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he?
Our trustee?
Yep. So Mr. Godot, your opening statement, please.
Mr. Trite, whether you're a fake or the real deal, you will find out soon enough through this trial today.
But I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoenix Wright.
I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. That's what I intend to find out.
Is this bitch for real?
Yes. Yes, he is.
There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another.
As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. Nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial.
Not planning on repeating anything that phony me said. Trust me.
Except you will, by accident. Now then, Mr. Godot, please summon your first witness.
I summon him in attack mode.
I don't want to be hostile!
You know what I want really bad? A fucking, judge, jury, and stuff Yu-Gi-Oh deck. I would play the shit out
That
of
would
it.
be fun.
I would Then again, there is already a judge man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they could just words. Continue the archetype.
Yeah!
Konami, please.
You know how many dragons there are?
They could be dragon attorney.
And how many tunes there are when there's only one card that's applicable to the tunes?
Yeah, right?
So,
Ugh.
have a card applicable
And it wasn't until super recently that they made the aliens relevant?
Yeah! Anyway,
And those things have been around since the beginning?
It's possible. Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation.
Witness, state your name for the court.
Oh, sorry, sir. The name's Police Department Detective, occupation Dick Gumshoe.
Did I ever tell you when me and my cousins would read these aloud together? When she was reading for Gumshoe, she actually said, Dick Gumshoe, homicidal detective.
Oh, yeah! That's when it happened!
It was during this game, and we laughed so hard.
It's amazing. Other way around, detective.
I bet he hears that a lot from Edgeworth.
Oh.
Right now he's for Maggie, guys. That's the rumor going around.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir.
Since yesterday.
Yeah, guy who was on the initial investigation's tied up with another case now.
I wonder if that has to do with the Edgeworth games.
I don't know.
I hope Gumshoe's really got everything under control, for everyone's sake. Go look at the timeline and see what else is going on. I see, so Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case?
Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elk. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Screens, Inc., a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report.
The court accepts this into evidence.
Glenn's autopsy report added to the court record.
Yeah.
And here are the floor plans of the restaurant. Okay, there are other tables.
That is a tiny restaurant.
That is still very tiny.
That Bahia was bigger.
When the incident took place, the victim was standing right here.
I think he was sitting,
Yeah,
sir.
sitting.
Son of a gun.
I thought that was a legit mistake Gumshoe made, not you. So I was just correcting Gumshoe because I thought he was just being a nervous wreck.
The poison coffee was brought over to him by the waitress.
The waitress being the accused.
Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. At the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. John Armstrong, the owner and chef, and a regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo.
Sorry, I was looking at the timeline, and there is no other in-canon trial happening, so they just got rid of the detective because fuck him.
I was thinking Victor Kubo this whole time for some reason.
Oh. Kudo.
Yeah, okay. Kubo. I don't know
Kudo.
Yeah, Kudo, yeah. I'm thinking of Kubo.
Oh,
Yep.
it's Kubo.
Kubo's, Kubo and the 2 Strings.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I still
yeah.
need to see that movie.
Me too.
I liked it.
My mother loved it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think it's definitely worth seeing at least once, in my opinion.
It still seems to be a very straightforward case to me.
There be four plans added to the court record.
Come, detective. Take up this hammer.
Edgeworth isn't near here.
Do I swallow loudly? Can you guys hear me when I swallow?
I think everyone swallows loudly.
Okay.
That's hot.
I'm not Armstrong right now. Calm down.
And nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands.
No, thank you. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony.
Yes, sir.
Incident.
Okay, when the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn Elk, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. And what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. And, it looks like Miss Bird, I almost said Bride again.
Aww.
Bird might have had, well, some kind of motive.
That's what he would want.
I know, that's
Maggie
why I
Bride.
keep messing it up.
Aw, you're channeling him.
It's just how we always said the name.
Aw, that's cute though.
Using the dark aromatic
Yep.
Depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady.
Son of a bitch. Anyways, spoilers. The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but
Yes?
please, no imitation tricks for this time around.
Intimidation.
Thank you. Is that understood?
I already told you, that wasn't me.
I don't believe you.
The incident.
I can't open my chocolate.
I don't want my nose.
Wow, that's so sad.
Alexa, play Despacito.
Google, play Despacito, please.
Can I stop you for just a minute?
Huh? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence?
He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Mrs. Bird.
Yeah, spread!
Spread it, for my sake.
She claims that there was another man at the victim's table.
Yeah, that's what she said! And I... What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction?
Hey,
Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. Their 2 testimonies tie up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table.
what should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Perhaps the view of the victim's table was obscured in some way?
Huh! That argument is as weak as the coffee at Tres Bien, Trite.
Watered down coffee sounds awful. And I don't even drink coffee.
Yeah, I have here in my possession a ticket.
A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me.
A ticket to hell.
A one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population, the defendant.
No, not Guiltyville.
No, Guiltyville.
We're not in Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen.
This is a scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poisoning took place, correct?
I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the crime scene. How, Mr. Trite, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table?
Wait, let me try that again.
Armstrong in the corner.
Mon Dieu. Certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly.
Crime photo added to the court record.
Need to stop fiddling with this wrapper.
It's okay. I'm fiddling with everything over here.
Oh, yeah. Because I know it's probably annoying, so fiddling.
So traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else?
Not sure I get you, pal.
Was the poison a liquid? Or was it a powder?
If I had to put it in layman's terms, I say it was a powdery substance.
So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper?
Cup number 2.
Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Trite?
Actually, funny thing is I was taught by my group of young women's that putting salt in your coffee or hot chocolate cools it down enough to drink it immediately when it's served in restaurants. So they put salt in their hot chocolate and stuff.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't see how it worked, but they said it worked, and it worked for them. It doesn't work for me, but that's a thing people do.
Interesting. The victim took his coffee black with no sugar.
Ugh.
It seems that the poison could have only been in the coffee.
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee?
Huh? What do you mean?
According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it?
Oh, hey, you're right. That's what I was thinking.
Bless.
In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there. Not for me? Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you had the time to waste, you'd have the time to present that piece of evidence. That piece, sir? Yes, that piece. What piece was it again? This!
Why not?
Should I be grateful this coffee's only hot enough to give me first-degree burns?
Bless.
Oh, now I remember. This is the victim's coffee cup. Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim.
Oh yes, it's unmistakable. There is clearly a coffee stain on it.
Conclusive, I talked in my drink. Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him. Like this!
Nick, are you okay?
I don't know anymore.
This case
What did Armstrong do to you? What was in that lunch?
You don't want to know, Maya?
I ate it too, though.
Oh no. For the record, the only prints on the cup were the victims and the defendants.
Coffee cup added to the court record.
Upon further investigation of this cup, we found a certain chemical substance. And what we found was potassium cyanide. I yawned, and I couldn't see the green, apparently.
What's green?
Apparently,
It's not creative color. Okay.
Some kind of a motive?
Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion. Objection. You know what my golden rule is, detective? Chuck out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another.
How?
I don't get it. I'm saying we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out. So stick to the facts, detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive?
Come on, Gumshoe.
They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket.
I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday, too.
It disappeared from the scene of the crime. And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000. Oh! No.
Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one.
Then it is possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not?
I mean...
Might as well.
Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client.
Huh. I have here in my hand the very ticket in question.
That's the $500,000 lottery ticket. Give me.
One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of a defendant.
What?
God damn it. I got an accent stuck in my throat. Sorry, guys. Order!
Huh. She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress.
You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately.
I'd better keep an eye on that ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering.
You really want it.
I think anyone would want that.
I'd want it.
Out to the court. Oh yeah.
Do you know how much equipment and shit we could get?
A lot.
And like a studio and shit? That'd be awesome.
Yeah. We'd have to pace it out, but
I could
yeah.
actually pay you. This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial too. But it feels heavier now somehow. $500,000, you say?
It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor.
I bet he wants to say it was found in Maggie's person.
That's enough. The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. Hello?
I like an old man who knows the score.
Excuse me? There's also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules.
I don't mind an old man who is weak to the siren call of money.
Yay. Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast.
Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already. But not as fast as a man pilot Armstrong.
Mon ami!
I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance with one final decisive piece of evidence.
He's got more evidence against Maggie?
Damn.
This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time.
Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen.
That stain looks like... It can't be blood, can it?
Huh. It seems the star of our play was a little flustered and somehow spilled coffee on herself.
The coffee? It's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye.
Of course. The coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more.
Something else? I presume you mean...
Of course. I'm referring to the pocket.
The pocket?
A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide. The very poison used by the killer, was in her apron pocket.
A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket?
Yeah. And Maggie's prints were the only ones on it.
What?
Order, please. The court will accept these items into evidence.
Apron out of the court record. Potassium cyanide out of the court record.
Woo! Well, should we keep going just for a little bit? Just
Until the next testimony starts, I think would be fine.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
There's something still bothering me, Mr. Godot. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court?
Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be?
Don't play games, prosecutor! The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron!
That's ridiculous! No one told me anything about a blood stain.
You don't need to be told. Just look at it.
Well, detective, could this stain really be blood? No way, sir! That's just ketchup, sir.
Ketchup?
She must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone at their breakfast that day.
You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe!
Pull stuff like that again and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness.
Gross. Gross.
I even like ketchup, that sounds awful.
That sounds awful.
I thought everyone knew what it was already.
I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last verdict I ruled on this case. The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence. They have all been clearly established.
Well, Trite, it seems you really are a phony after all.
You really know how to drive a man nuts.
Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there.
All right, that's an episode.
We will see you guys next time.
Next time.